Look away. I can't. Everybody look away. I'm Keir, and this is how I roll. Oh, damn. Should be, hi, I'm Keir, and this is how I roll? Or I'm Keir, and this is how I roll? Does it matter? Hi, I'm Keir, and this is how I roll. Well, I guess, just putting it plainly, I'm a payroll and benefits specialist with a caveat in pensions. So anything to do with pensions, so like the cooperators or Blue Cross's benefits, and even just like payroll in general, I take care of that, I guess, in tandem with Lil and with the rest of the people and culture team. So like through all that interviewing and stuff like that and tracking people down, after I get all those forms, I'll go and put them in to our new payroll system. As the payroll and benefits specialist, I guess it's in the name, like the payroll specialist. So like people need to get paid. So I guess it's important to core in a sense that it needs someone with like, that's diligent, that's watching and making sure all the numbers are correct. They need someone, that's there kind of like doing the overwatch on that. So in that sense, it's pretty important. And like the benefits and pension, like people always need benefits and they always need their pension. And a lot of the times when you ask someone in that interview or in the onboarding process, how much do you know about your pension, how much do you know about your benefits? Most of it is like 0 or nil. So being there to kind of explain that to them, giving them that knowledge and like that power so that they can make those decisions as well. And they're not kind of just, at the mercy of Blue Cross or the cooperators or that questionnaire on like what you do with your pension, like sign this balance fund kind of thing. So like giving them all that knowledge and things like that and being that kind of figurehead in that for them to reach out to. I think that's why it's important to me. I was thinking about this in the car when I was driving to work. I was like, how do I fit in like the people and culture team? And we talked about like those puzzle pieces, I guess, but like if we think of it as like a linear process, so like when you get hired to when either like you retire, you resign, or go somewhere else, like there's all those steps in between. So like someone like Riley and yourself, the people and culture advisor and the employee experience advisor will do an interview and they'll hire someone, and then from there my step comes in where as the payroll and benefits specialist, I'll come into the onboarding process and I'll do, here's what your benefits look like, here's what your pension looks like, and ask all those kind of detailed questions. And then from there, pass it back off to Casey as the employee experience advisor, and Riley, you're finding a fit for that home and things like that. And then down the road, with Rochelle doing the trainings and things like that, as it comes up to 3 months and 6 months with benefits and pension again, I do like a little check-in, I guess. Like I'll check and see the hours or things like that and see where someone's falling, if they're full-time, part-time, if they have the right amount of hours. And then I'll either enroll them in benefits or pension at those certain time frames. But then again, it's another like check-in. So I guess if we look at it in like a straight line, it's like Casey, Riley, Casey, Keir, Rochelle, Keir, and then like down the road you have everyone else at like core that's like checking in, from like your TLs to your key supports to like everyone in core is kind of all intertwined, but they're down that road. So I was sitting at work one day, I was talking to one of my friends, I won't shout his name out, but he supports here, I guess. And he was like, okay, I'll shout his name out, it's JJ. JJ, it's you! So he said, hey, like, they post these positions at core, like you should apply for these positions. So applied for it, got a call back, did an interview for it, got the payroll and benefits specialist second interview, and then I got the position. And then I just now I've been here. But like working with the people and making sure that they're taken care of, I think that's like the passionate thing. Like when I do like an onboarding or something like that, or if someone reaches out to me with a question or things like that, that's where I find the joy in my position. When I get to deal with someone, like a person, instead of like a program, that's where it's really nice, I guess, because like, core is all about being person-centered and giving people the best experience, the 4 pillars, and like when I can provide that for someone and I'm not just dealing like with an Excel all day, that's where I find the passion in my position. Someone who helped out their coworkers or supported the organization, like organizations that support their employees, the employees will easily support the organization back. So just in that vein, just to everyone at core, like whether it be supports or TLs or coordinators or directors or CEOs, COs, whatever, just someone that, was diligent in their work, that like did things correctly, just helped out the organization. I have to break down to like 2-week sections because like my whole role is basically payroll. So like every 2 weeks the payroll will run. So like the first week, let's say like the first week is not a payroll week. I'll be checking in on teams. I'll be checking ADP at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll be doing something like working on a pension or working on some like department hours report or something in Excel. But in the next week, like on Tuesday at 3 o'clock, I'll be like pushing payroll, checking in the schedules, making sure the time cards have no errors, things like that, I guess. And then throughout the week, it kind of builds on it. Like right when we push a payroll, my role is like poof, and it blows up again. And then like as the week goes on, it slowly like quiets down again to where like I'm not twiddling my thumbs, but I'm finding work for myself of like, oh, I should help Lil out with this, or like, oh, I should check out this report. Like, let's see what's going on with this. But like right when payroll hits, all my responsibility and roles jump up like this for like a week and a bit. And then like right on like Friday of the second week, when there's no payroll, I'm kind of like chugging along, finding some work to do, asking Lil, hey, can I help you out with anything? And then Monday hits and it's like, it's back up again, so. I've had a lot of good managers and I've had a lot of bad managers, and I've had good coworkers and I've had really terrible coworkers. And just coming to Core and like meeting everyone and being here and just like the atmosphere, the environment, the people, the position, what I do. That's why I can appreciate working somewhere like here where it's just like surreal, because like you go and hang out with like Mike or Jim or something and it's just like, they're just chatting to you like you're an old person. They're not barking orders or throwing like tape measures at you or like yelling at you to like do random tasks. Like my manager is Lil, sweet lady who just like helps me out. Like we converse and work together, and you know, and like it's collaborative, it's not like hostile, and like that's why I love working here.